seen Hut Strickland at 23. He's right in the middle of something. And he's made it work pretty well today.
Well, you got to give Kenny Wallace. You got to pat that boy on the back. Now he's followed that 8 car high, low, and he stayed with him. And you got to give Michael a pretty good pat on the back as well. He fell all the way back to 21st position and was beating and banging back in there 3 wide, and here he is right back in 3rd place.
You can pass here. Let's go down to our Ford Cutaway car and Jeff Hammond to talk about Matt Kenseth's problem.
That's right, Mike. Just want to let you know right quick, this right here is a hood pin that holds the front of the hood down. Goes right here. This is what holds the front part down. This is where Matt's got his problem. This bolt has come out of this back hinge, and the hood is bouncing up and down. But as I said a minute ago, here is the hood tether. It's attached to the roll bar and then bolted up here to the hood through a metal plate to keep it attached just in case a bolt does come out. It helps keep the hood attached to the race car, not allowing to get it on the racetrack, which would also be a problem for the competitors. But to get up in the grandstand, which is a no-no, this right here will help prevent that from happening. Mike?
So Kenseth staying on the racetrack should not present a safety problem at this stage. Tony Stewart coming up behind Kenseth. Jimmy Johnson right behind Stewart.
We've had a lot of unfamiliar names at the front today, but as this race unwinds here, you're going to start hearing names like Jarrett. Where'd he come from? 4th. Sterling Marlin, 7th. Jeff Gordon, 8th.
Tony Stewart ran at the front early, went to the back. Now he's working his way back to the top 10, up in 12th.
How quickly things change. At Talladega, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the leader, 33 to go. Ford and 2 Dodges. The first of those, 5th place Kyle Petty. Kyle finished 2nd here in 1985. He has 18 top 10s here in 41 starts. The most recent of those right here in the spring of 2000.
One thing you need to be looking at, we keep talking about this last pit stop. If I'm the pit crew chief, and I'm trying to tell my gas guy, I said, look, man, this is all coming down on your shoulders. You've got to hit that gas filler as quick as you can and listen to my call. You start telling the driver, you go on my command. Also, you'll be telling them to hustle in and hustle out. The guy who's going to be the most crucial part of this whole equation is the gas man. If he can hit that filler neck without any problem and run with that car, they can pick up some valuable time in the pits right now.
But, Jeff, let me tell you the other valuable person. We saw Stacy Compton do it earlier. That driver, his adrenaline's flowing. He has to get that thing in gear, and he cannot stall that car, and he definitely cannot speed on pit road. Critical stop.
One other thing, Larry, when he comes off the pit road, don't flat spot it and don't spin it out.
Well, that's the thing you got to worry about. If you're not going to change tires, it's so easy to lock the right front up here and flat spot it. So driver's got to he's got to do everything right.
One caution all day, that merely for debris. Lasted 4 laps, 161 complete. Wow, 27 to go. Kevin Harvick and Robbie Gordon are starting to make their presence known in the top 10, and you see a lot of movement.
And the movement will grow as these laps wind down, trust me.
Now's when you take off the gloves, boys. Now's when you go for it.
Well, Jarrett, that UPS car got Kyle Petty in the sprint car behind him starting to work that high side. This is a battle for 3rd right here beside Michael Waltrip in the 15 car.
I take that back. Now's when you pull those gloves up over your elbows.
Kenny Wallace has not left the rear bumper of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Do you blame him?
Well, no.
But he has been working on the outside there.
That outside line we saw Dale Earnhardt Jr. making it work. And here's a battle for the lead down the backstretch.
If I was Dale Jr., I wouldn't want that to happen to me.
And look at the swarm behind him. This is the first serious challenge Earnhardt Jr.'s had in quite a while.
I think what we'll see here is I think you got 2 race cars that are pretty equal. They're going to run side by side for a while, I'm afraid. Of course, these cars, now they're coming in a pit. They'll be out of the way.
They wanted to get out of the way. That's the best place for them.
I saw trouble there.
Frank Kimmel and Jerry Nadeau.
How about Dale Jarrett? Started 41st. Here he is in the lead.
Well, we saw that at Daytona. You know, those guys in the Fords, they complained about their cars, and they raced pretty darn good.
Uh-oh, Kyle caught up. The field accordion's back.
Whoa, man.
Trouble. Stewart in the wall.
Here we go. Here we go.
Robbie Gordon's in at the 33. Harvick is around.
Here we go, guys.
The big one.
It's a matter of time.
20 cars.
The way this started, Kyle Petty got ran up high going into turn 1, and as he tried to find a place in line, the whole field kind of accordioned together. Mayhem.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dale Jarrett racing back to the start-finish line. Obviously, the caution is out. Kyle Petty in the 45, he actually made it through the wreck. There's Bobby Labonte.
Rusty Wallace was the last car to get through, and Bobby Labonte just got to 19 right at the very end of that wreck.
Mark Martin in the Viagra car, running up front. Ricky Craven, 32 car.
Tony Stewart's going by, and the whole right side of his car, he's got into the outside wall.
Jeremy Mayfield.
Jeremy came up in front of Bobby Labonte. Bobby wasn't going very fast.
Oh, Matt Kenseth, number 2 point man. Second in points. And Jimmy Spencer, who was toward the back of the lead lap cars, could not escape it. Sterling Marlin made it through. Yesterday, lap 15. Today, lap 164. Now watch Kyle Petty on the right side of your screen.
Right back here. Here's Kyle.
He's trying to find a place in line, and everybody scrambles.
Mike Wallace in the 33 up against the wall there.
Elliott Sadler flying for the inside wall.
Takes a hard hit on that inside wall, guys. That is a heavy hit.
Mark Martin, Terry Labonte.
Now watch. Here's Bobby Labonte right back here. Watch this. Bang.
That was Mayfield.
Mayfield come across and got him. I'm sure he thought he had made it through.
Elliott Sadler took that hard hit, but he's okay. Matt Kenseth is out of the car and okay. Bobby Labonte has climbed out.
29 and the 31, both the Childress's cars.
Steve Park has climbed from his car, and so has Dave Blaney.
10 car on pit road with damage.
From Tony Stewart, nudge, wall, mayhem.
Nowhere to go.
And the leaders will pit. Steve Burns.
Kenny Wallace is in the 98. If this race had stayed green, they would have gone gas only, but they're afraid. Crew Chief Bobby Kennedy. Dale Jarrett's out of the pits. Crew Chief afraid they're going to run over something. 4 tires for him. Let's go to Matt.
Steve, a 2-tire change for Dale Earnhardt Jr., and he will be to 88 off pit road. They were also debating about going no tires on their last stop around lap 172 or so to Dick.
Kurt Busch came in, he took outside tires. Meanwhile, up and down pit road, this place is just full of race cars that are all bent up. Steve Parker, the number 1, is getting service. Tony Stewart's car is bent up. His crew is working on it. Stewart, a lot of damage in the left front corner of the car. Several cars damaged beyond repair, but they're going to try to get as many of them back out as they possibly can.
For the most part, the leaders, they took 2 tires and full of fuel, so that they're good to go from here. You know, the only thing you worry about, did they run over debris with those left side tires? A few of the leaders took 4, but for the most part, most of them just took 2 tires.
And just like yesterday, Rusty Wallace got a little damage there where he got in the back of somebody, obviously. But just like yesterday, if you were in the front, it was safe. But anywhere else, and you were in big trouble.
Darrell, let's have another look.
Yeah, you see right here, as they come off the corner, of course, this is the lead up here, the guys out front. Boy, watch that 21 car go out across there. And I mean, that thing is picking up speed. Bam! Right into the end of that wall. It's a good thing that was on the right side.
He climbed out and walked to the ambulance. Elliott Sadler was okay. Robbie Gordon right in the midst of this.
Man, look how quickly. You see how quickly that car turned? It just makes you dizzy watching it.
Happens in a hurry.
Someone caught him in the right rear, Darrell. I'm not sure who. Is Mayfield?
Watch him come out into Bobby Labonte right there.
It was Kevin Harvick tipped Robbie Gordon there in the middle of it.
And look, that's Bobby Labonte spinning around there by Kyle. I can't tell if he had hit anything. He gets it straightened up, and I'm sure he's thinking, man, I may have made a great save.
Until then. Dick Burton.
Robbie Gordon started on the outside of the front row, ran well all day. It looked like he was headed for at least a top 5 finish, maybe even a win. He's now behind the wall, car jacked up. What happened out there?
I don't know what happened. Total disappointment for the singular team. You know, we had a really good car. I was riding along. Somebody flipped me from the back, so I don't know what happened. I was just holding my own line. So who knows? I don't know who did it, but that's just kind of been our luck all year. This team's really, really coming around. We just need some luck, and that's just hurting us. But, you know, I'm really proud of the guys. They did a good job all day. We kind of had a plan. We were just going to ride around in the back there and position ourselves for the end. Unfortunately, we weren't in the position where we could miss the big wreck.
We're glad you're okay, Robbie.
Johnny Benson getting some water and air from fire extinguishing foam there and powder. He was trying to limp around to the pits, and something in the left rear of the car caught fire. Darrell, that powder is designed to suck the oxygen out of that fire, and inhaling that is not good.
No, it isn't. And you know, we've got those coolers in the car that blows air into our helmets. If he got some of that sucked in that box and it blew it even inside of his helmet, that could be really bad.
And a lot of times air for that box is in that left rear quarter window, so it was all going right through his box into his helmet hospital. All 3 of Ray Evernham Dodge's involved: Bill Elliott, Jeremy Mayfield, and Casey Atwood.
There's the 5 car.
Involved in the crash: Mike Wallace, Dave Blaney, Mayfield, Hart, Robbie Gordon, Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, Harvick, Sadler, Grissom, Schrader, Benson, Andretti, Martin, Skinner, Stewart, Spencer, Wallace, Mayfield.
Cars everywhere. I mean, the 5th place car had a problem. That's what happens.
Elliott Sadler.
This has got to be a bad ride right here. What you say? Fortunately, it got around on the right side.
He stays low. He's going with Michael.
Well, he's doing, Dale Jr. is doing what I do. He's playing both sides of the street.
He's got the 97
he doesn't want it, you know, he wants somebody behind him he thinks he can beat.
Dale Jarrett don't have a lot of help.
Whoa, 99 below the yellow line.
Long as he don't gain a position, Darrell, before getting to turn 1, looks like he got back up in line.
He did, and the 97 really forced him down to his teammate.
And he lost the momentum trying to do that. Looks like he's hung on the bottom right here. Brett Bodine in that 11 car down to the bottom right here. This is a good run for him.
Running 10th right now. Boy, I can't believe the way Dale Jr. can shoot out there. Look how far out front he got.
Chevrolet has not won a race this season, the longest winless streak to start the season since 1992, when Ford won the first 9 races.
Here comes our pole setter right down on the bottom underneath Michael. Dale Jr.'s loving this. Get side by side, work both sides of the street, suck one up, then get the other one, let them run side by side.
Jimmy Johnson, he's got the help of Kurt Busch in that 97. Sterling Moan, he's trying to push Michael Waltrip in the 15. 10 to go this time.
Had the momentum here. Got the 15 and the 40 in it.
Do you need a friend here, Darrell, or is it every man for himself?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're out front, you just want to get somebody behind you that'll work with you. I believe that 15 car would be my choice.
Mark Martin's car rolling to a halt on the back straightaway. He had come out from the garage with a lot of damage.
Oh, boy, they're still tight coming off that second turn.
Jeff Gordon in the 24 car, he's down there at the bottom. He's got a little help from Brett Bodine in the 11.
Well, he's got his teammate right behind him, too. So everybody's working hard right now. 10 to go, and anybody can win this thing.
Robbie Gordon down on the apron. Again, damaged in that big crash. Dale Earnhardt Jr., his teammate Michael Waltrip, ducks to the inside as they come off turn 4.